So then Buy You a Drink obviously took you to another atmosphere.
Yeah.
Now, what was the story behind that?
Man, I actually didn't want to
It's
do
a trick,
like,
nigga, buying a bunch of drinks for people.
You said you did.
Oh my
you
God,
didn't wanna do it?
fucking Mike Tyson.
at all. It was the one song I like needed on my album. Snap music was popular at the time.
Yeah. No.
And my A&R was like, dude, you gotta do at least one Snap song. I was like, I'll do it, but I'm gonna do my version of it. And that was like the last song I recorded for the album, and that's what made them like, okay, we can put this out now. And I did not want to do that fucking song.
Well, why did you stop?
I had to,
Why?
because it was taking over everything. My career was just my life.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I wanted to, like, you know, my kids
Yeah.
made two different people. Like, when they saw me on TV, they would call that person Other Daddy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
when I
wow.
would get home, like, you know, they wouldn't run to me and shit like that. It's like, I've been on the road for fucking 2 months. Like, you ain't seen me. And it's like, we saw you. You've been on the TV. We saw you. Right? So, you know, once that shit started taking over life like that, I just realized this, you know, being at the top wasn't super important.
You're right, that shit will take control of your life if you don't grasp it. If you don't grasp onto your life, they will control your life for you. And you're not gonna like that.
That shit hurts, man.
Just know their
that shit
vision for
sucks.
you will always be left. It will never be
for
right.
Sure. To, you know, have that go on and, you know, being called Other Daddy when I walk in the house and shit, it's just like, okay, I can probably go ahead and stop this for a minute.
Yeah, you just reset it, got everything back in order.
Yeah. You know, you don't lose shit like that. You don't lose talent. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
So,
facts,
you know, I was like, I can get back to it. I'm sure I won't be,
Right.
you know, in the public eye as much and shit like that, and you know, won't be going off the momentum, but I still should be able to get back to it at some point. So I just
He
put that on
fucking me
pause.
up. Fucking fuck.
But that's real, though.
You know, I'm telling you,
That's
Mike.
real, though. That's real for you, though, to do that. I think, it's like, put your whole career on pause. I commend you for that, man.
Yeah, man.
And just focus on your family and your kids, man. That's big.
Absolutely.
That's huge, man.
It took me a while to learn that was way more important, but I fucking learned.
I don't know where this video is going to go. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know how many people are going to watch it. I don't know how many views it's going to get, but you know what? I don't care. There are things that are going on right now in this world that don't get talked about enough because not enough people have experienced it, even though there's a huge influx of people that are starting to experience it. And what I'm going to talk about is when you start having success in the public eye, specifically social media, and what it does to you and how you can see how people get lost if they had massive success through the traditional
Lost in the
mediums
sauce.
that we were accustomed to when we were coming up. So if you're somebody who wants to have success on social media, you're starting to experience success on social media, you want to know what happens when you're in those early stages of fame, you should watch this. I don't hear too many people talk about this. I'm in a position now where I'm qualified to talk about it. I'm going to give y'all insight on the battles that you deal with and how you can see how people get lost and how I stay focused. And what T-Pain is saying right here is
Always
beyond
stay
gold.
focused.
And when I didn't have
Don't
a
never
child,
let
and
shit
when I
go
was in my
over your
20s,
head.
when I was in
Always
my 30s,
question
and
it.
I was
Always
kidless,
question
my
shit.
mindset and my focus was just so locked in on becoming the best version of what DorianGroup82 is going to be. And the moment that little girl came, it shifted. And you think you lose the edge, but you don't. And I'm going to talk to you about that. So please, I implore you, share this with anybody who is really trying to work to get
That's the reason why I
themselves
do a
from
reaction
here to
video.
here, which means more followers and more views and more eyes and blue checks and money, because there are things that are going to come with that they need to be prepared for. Before you do that, hit like, hit share, follow, subscribe, write comments, and I hope this video does help somebody. My name is Dorian from Group82University.com, and right here we got T-Pain exposing music industry secrets, family sacrifices. Number one, the reason I named the video like that is because y'all be on some Illuminati bullshit, and I wanted to get y'all attention to here because people really need to hear this video. The second thing is that when you start getting, I'm a Z-list celebrity. Z. Like, there's A's like, you know, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Leonardo DiCaprio. D-list is like, you know, some random person on some reality show on Weed TV. And then I'm Z, right? I'm off the screen, right? I go places, people might know who I am, but more likely than not. But I still have to be conscious about what's going on, and that's what I want to talk to y'all about. When you start putting yourself out there on social media, if you start having any success, people look at social media, they look at those screens the same way that they used to look at television, the same way they used to look at movies, the same way they used to look at magazines. means. They see you every single day, so they feel like that they know you and they recognize your face before you recognize them. When you engage with people on social media, there are some people who, when they see you in person, they might let you know. I've been very fortunate. I've had a lot of people that come up to me. They're very respectful. If I'm with my family, they're cool. They leave us alone. I have conversations. I give them advice. The pond that has approached me, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for that. With that said, it is still an adjustment. I can't talk in public like I used to. I'm a lot more conscious about information that's getting out there. When I'm out with my daughter, I'm looking and surveying everywhere. Not saying I wasn't doing that before, but I'm really doing it now, because at any given moment, someone can walk up to me and ask for my attention. And because they have supported me, I feel like
it's really simple what he trying to say. Like what I've been saying, stay aware, stay conscious. You feel me? Like what he basically saying, like something, y'all know I said this in my videos about being aware, being like, you know what I'm saying, staying 10 toes on, like, especially when you doing shit for yourself. You feel me? You don't want to fuck shit up for yourself because of certain wants, and then, you know, society issues, and then, you know, social media plays a part in a lot of things. It's not just personal things. Social media plays a part in that too. So with what he said, I mean, I feel like it's definitely facts. I agree on that. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think on what he just said right there.
Part of me that does owe them that. At the same time, I have to be there for my family. And when you are trying to really become the best version of your occupational self, your family is going to suffer. Just in some capacity. You might not spend as much time with them because you might be upstairs recording, right? You might be up to 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They go to sleep. You're still up. They wake up in the morning. You might still be asleep because you were up late all night. You have to travel. You go on the road like T-Pain said for 2 months. They come back. They don't even know who you are. These are things that are real because you're doing all of this for them. But to a child or even a woman or whoever you're with, they might not understand that because they love you for you. They don't give a damn about no followers. They loved you before all of that. And you have these dreams that you want to go after. You feel like you won't even be able to be alive if you don't make your dreams a reality. But your family is the most important thing. Family supports you through all of that. They're your #1 fans, even though it might not feel like that. They love you through all that. My lowest moments, I go to my daughter. I don't ask her for nothing. I don't even talk to her about it. She's 2 years old. I go to my daughter because she is so genuine. Her energy is so innocent that it just completely resets anything that I'm going through. I can't buy that. I can't get that anywhere else. So I understand that when I'm here, I have to make sure that I'm reading to her. I gotta make sure I'm talking to her. I'm encouraging her. I'm giving her as much daddy energy as I possibly can, because there might be times I have to leave for a couple days and she ain't gonna like that. Families have to sacrifice for your success. You won't meet a successful person that won't tell you that. And maybe your family might go along with you. Maybe they might help you. Maybe you might have somebody that they're building their stuff just along with you, and that is great. But there comes a time where you're gonna have to ask your family to either move for you, travel with you, or not see you for a long period. And I don't care who you are. As someone who grew up in a military family, when somebody in the family isn't in the home for a long period of time, it's gonna affect you a little bit. And that's something you gotta be conscious of. People always talking about, do you sell your soul when you become Z-list famous? You don't sell your soul. What you do is you get rid of the life you had before. So your privacy that you had before, it's probably gonna be done for. The amount of time that you have to waste and watching TV and talking on the phone with people about meaningless conversations, unless that person is someone you really love, you're gonna change because you just don't have time for it before. That's what happens when you quote unquote sell your soul. You are selling your privacy and your comfort from your previous life for a comfort for a new life. Do you want that? Is that a fair exchange? I was broke. There are people that were lying to me when I was broke. So if I'm gonna get all that energy when I'm broke, you damn sure that when I get money, if that energy comes, at least I'm prepared for it. And I'd rather have money and be sitting somewhere very comfortable and having options to take care of my daughter, where if anything happens, I can make it happen, as opposed to sitting there with my thumb up my ass. That's why I chose this. That's why I do this. That's why I put my face in these videos every single day. That's why I share the gems that I share. I give value, I help, but it allows me to put my family in a position that no other Clark from my lineage has had an opportunity to. For some of y'all, that might not be what you want. For those of you that watch this video and this ain't what you want, thank you for watching. Share it with somebody who you think it might benefit. For those of you that this is the life that you want, and I'm still in the very early stages. 100,000 followers on Instagram, 100,000 on YouTube, couple of blue checks, whatever. If this is the life that you want, you gotta be prepared that your life that you previously known is gonna get shaken up. And the people around you that love you the most, they might not like that. And you gotta find a way to figure out how to balance all of that. You gotta have a vision. You gotta be organized. You gotta know your morals. You gotta know your integrity. You gotta know your values. When you know your values, ain't none of this stuff gonna shake you up. So, I don't know if the video helped anybody. Hope it does. If it did, please let me know in the comments. all of y'all that want the success, I hope that y'all get it, but understand there is a price that absolutely comes with it. If you're on Instagram, you want help marketing your music, click the link up top. You're on YouTube, click the link in the box, not the pod. Y'all stay true.
So, based off this video and what he just particularly said, he said facts throughout this whole video. Because at the end of the day, and I know a lot of y'all when y'all say artists and shit selling their soul, it's not technically like he said selling their soul, but it's like giving up your actual life for a different lifestyle. And that's something I literally said in my videos. Like, I'm not capping in shit that I say in my videos. Excuse my profanity. It's just when I talk, that's how I talk. But it's like, that's what I try to stress to you guys. Like, and then the social media thing, like, that plays a role too. That plays a whole part in it. So I want y'all to take from this video, DorianGroup82, you did your thing on this video. I'm gonna actually subscribe and actually watch your videos more. So it definitely enlightened me to actually know more about exactly what the industry does and move as far as on their end. They don't really care. Well, they care about you, but as long as it benefit them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it has to take you away, being away from your family and your kids and your mom and everyone else that loves you, just for them to make money, they will do that. You feel me? I swear they will do that. I'm not in no industry, but I done peeped a lot of shit. I done peeped game with a lot of shit. And with me trying to do the music shit, me and my boys, we are making music and stuff. Like, we trying to make moves too. So like, we trying to understand how the process work and how stuff move. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I won't sign a contract. I'm not saying I will sign a contract. But there's going to be a point in time where it's going to be an opportunity where I have to decide for myself what's best for myself and my family. So that was a good video. I'm going to wrap this video up. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, yo boy, KDG, I'm out. Gang, gang. Inside